Hello YouTube, I'm Antoinette van Graan. Welcome to my second book review. Roald Dahl's James and the Giant Peach. So this is a children's book, young adults / fantasy, maybe urban fantasy, definitely a soft magic system. They don't even have a name for the magic. It's just the little green things that are super shiny and wriggly. So yeah, definitely soft magic system. Pacing and style. This is Roald Dahl. He does not underestimate his audience, and it is beautiful. Weird, wonderful, and beautiful prose. And the pacing is fast. It rolls like a bitch, rolls right away, right down the hill. You can finish this book in one sitting. Not only because it's kind of short, but because it's fast, and it keeps you hooked. On the first page, the protagonist's parents get murdered by a rhino. A rhino. You can't make this stuff up unless you're Roald Dahl. Seriously. A rhino. And the sugar in this is definitely the poems. He has these little poems scattered throughout. It tells you more about the character than anything else ever could. They're long monologues or dialogues put onto the page in just the most entertaining way. Then the vinegar in this, definitely the ending. It's a bit dull. Everything happens and then it's just meh. So yeah, it's definitely worth the ride though. Would I recommend? 100% yes. I have read this book way too many times. I would definitely recommend it. I would recommend reading it again. If you have a little kid brother who's not so into the books and you feel like he should be, give him this one. It's interesting. There's a rhino on the first page. And just, it will get you into poetry, it'll get you into sci-fi, it'll get you into fantasy, it'll get you into Bildungsroman. Yes, this is a yes. Then the world building in this is shallow, soft fantasy levels, but it's interesting and it's very creative. The little magic thingies that James gets, and the Cloudmen. Strange things, but it's pretty interesting. And then the world building in this definitely keeps you on your toes. You don't know what to expect because James doesn't know what to expect, and James is definitely your point of view. You know nothing that James doesn't know. Sorry, babies are a bit camera shy. So yeah, the perspective is definitely on James, and since he doesn't completely understand what's going on, sometimes you don't either, but it's not a problem. You kind of develop with him and you figure it out with him. So James Henry Trotter is our main character, and he's really bland. He's very relatable, obviously, because he's a blank slate. So you just slot yourself in there and go for the ride. The only thing he's really into is the beach and not getting beaten by his aunts, and that's about it. Speaking of the aunts, they are a joy. They get their comeuppance, and it is delectable when they do. They are truly horrible in the most fascinating ways, and the way they play off each other is really nice. And then there are 7 other characters going on this trip on the beach with James, and they're all unique. Some of them I felt myself connecting with more than others. My personal favorite is the Centipede. He's rude and he's bold and he's a bit of an asshole, but I love that. And Centipede's definitely my favorite. He gets into trouble, he makes trouble, and his constant banter with the earthworm makes my day every day. Then there is the old green grasshopper, and he is zen. He's calm, he's a magician, he's old, and he's peaceful, gets scared from time to time, but really just a father figure for James, and he's a sweetheart, and I love him. There's Miss Spider, who has had the most tragic of backstories. She almost makes me feel sorry for spiders everywhere. Miss Spider has a terrible backstory. And She's just the perfect lady. She's sweet and she's sympathetic and always quite composed. So the centipede, being the complete asshole that he is, keeps making fun of the poor blind earthworm. And poor blind earthworm is right. The earthworm pities himself all the time, the whole time. Everything is tragic and everything is terrible. And oh, woe is me. But it is interesting at least. And sometimes you just want to see the earthworm squirm for being so damn annoying. The ladybird is there to comfort James. She's the mother figure. Unfortunately, she's also got a bit of a tragic backstory, but she's the mother figure and she takes care of James, even though I think it would be kind of gross snuggling up to a ladybug. But yeah, she takes care of James. This plot starts with the rhino killing parents, and then it just goes. We have a mysterious old man with a bag, a giant peach, rude aunts who get squashed under that giant peach in just bone-crackingly violent ways, which, just believe me, they deserve it. Then there are sharks, and flying on a peach, and weird cloud alien things, policemen who try to attack them, seagulls. It's a lot, and it happens very quickly. They do not sit still for 5 minutes. But then, if we get back to the plot, you start to notice something. James isn't very soon. Then one could ask the question whether there are any historically iffy implications of a white male character always being right, always coming up with all the plans, instantly knowing what to do in every situation, when surrounded by a lot less competent others. Am I saying this book is racist with a bit of a white savior thing going on? Maybe. The thing is, though, I'm also not saying that. There's no implied racial stereotype. There's not. The old green grasshopper isn't secretly the stereotype for an old Asian master. There's no racial stereotyping. Perhaps just by virtue of the fact of him being human, James is above all of these other creatures. Maybe that's good enough of an explanation. Okay, so that was my opinion. As you know, everyone has one, so I've posted a couple of other reviews in the description box down below. Like, comment, and subscribe.